Cam Akers may be the running back of the future for the Rams. Now, I know a lot of Rams fans want Josh Jacobs or a running back in the draft like Zach Charbonnet or Bijan Robinson, but right under our nose may be the most underrated running back in the league right now in Cam Akers. He's been balling out in these past few weeks, and I want to highlight his game against the Chargers to show you how good he is. While I pull up the film, go ahead and like and subscribe to the Rams LAFB YouTube channel. And now, let's get into the film room. First play that I want to show you, we have the receiver in motion. This is Brandon Powell going to the left side. It's going to be just a run up this right side B gap in between the right guard and the right tackle, Rob Havenstein. They're trying to get this man in motion so that these linebackers drift over to the opposite side of the field that they are running the football. Tight end Bryson Hopkins is the fullback on this play, and then Tyler Higbee, the other tight end. Both of these guys had really good days run blocking this game and the previous game against the Broncos, which really allows, as you can see, this hole to open up for Cam Akers. He's got a one-on-one with Drew Tranquill, the Chargers linebacker. Boom! Just smacks him in the face and starts running downfield to get some yards after contact. And you can see, I think this right guard and right tackle, what it's supposed to happen here is Chandler Brewer is getting this defensive lineman on this play with the combo block with Rob Havenstein, and then Rob Havenstein is supposed to go up the field to the second level and pick up Drew Tranquill. As you can see, Chandler Brewer kind of gets tossed down on the field on this play so that Rob Havenstein has to commit entirely to this defensive lineman. It's a good defensive line play by him, but it creates that one-on-one. Doesn't even matter, because Cam Akers, one of the most underrated players in the league, just runs right through the linebacker. We got motion again. This is good play design. Brandon Powell to the left side here, and now we got Bryson Hopkins coming over to this left side to act as a trap block for this defensive lineman. This is Khalil Mack on this play, and again, it's just a run to the right side. The Rams offensive line is actually doing a pretty good job with this combo block right here. It's Coleman Shelton and Chandler Brewer on this play. They do a nice job of just washing that D lineman out of the way, and a huge hole opens up for Cam Akers. He has no problem seeing this one because earlier in his career, earlier in the season, we've seen that he had issues with identifying holes. He runs right through it here. This linebacker, Drew Tranquill, again, gets contact right there. And then you can see yards after contact again. He's getting 4 or 5 yards after the hit. This is such a missed opportunity. This would have been a huge play for Cam Akers right here, releasing at the top of the screen into the flat. And Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, his assignment is Cam Akers on this play. So he's converging immediately, sprinting over here to the sideline to try to cover him. Baker Mayfield is throwing this ball to Cam, and this is a terrible angle by the linebacker on this play. You can see Cam is wide open, and that ball is right here. His arms right there. It is just off the mark by Baker Mayfield, and you can see Cam right about here. He would have caught this ball, and he is off to the races. 100% that is a touchdown. Just a missed opportunity. We got motion again on this run concept. This is Tutu Atwell this time. Another speedy receiver, just like Brandon Powell, going to the bottom of the screen, trying to get any of these guys to drift over to the bottom with him while this run goes to the top of the screen. And you can see the left tackle, Tyne Secchi, and Bryson Hopkins, the tight end, are just pulling out wide to be the lead blocker on this toss for Cam Akers. The left guard, Matt Skura, is basically kind of acting as that left tackle right here to try to seal off anyone that comes in on this play. And Van Jefferson, getting that little crackback block on Kyle Van Noy, does enough so that he doesn't affect the play too much. You can see Cam Akers has to go a little bit wide right here. Drew Tranquill is getting in on this play. He's read it the entire way, was not fooled. Isn't able to get there because of the great block by Tyne Secchi. And then it is off to the races because Bryson Hopkins also getting a great block on the cornerback. He gets to the edge, and now it's just speed. Try to make a man miss. The last man to beat, he ends up beating him. And right here, if he doesn't beat this guy, he's tackled at the 30, let's say 36-yard line, right? He beats him, keeps going, makes another man miss, swipe him away, and then gets caught from behind, and he's tackled at about, say, the 21.5-yard line. That's a big difference right there. That's almost a 15-yard difference. There's going to be a passing play. Cam Akers in pass protection does a pretty good job on this one. This is Kyle Van Noy, the outside linebacker. Been playing pretty well for the Chargers this season, but he's no match for Cam Akers. Boom, right there. just completely takes him out of the play. And as you can see, he's diving above the knee right there. Look at that, above the knee, so that he doesn't get the flag, because if you go below the knee, that's a chop block. Okay, this is great play design by Sean McVay. Tutu Atwell, the motioning receiver, again, going to the top of the screen. And this time, at the start of this play, we're going to see Van Jefferson go behind the line of scrimmage and go across to the bottom of the screen. And you're going to see this is going to create a lot of traffic for the second level of this defense. You already have Bryce Callahan motioning with Tutu Atwell pre-snap. And now, post-snap, you have Michael Davis, the opposite side cornerback, motioning with Van Jefferson. And Drew Tranquill, the linebacker, has to get into this gap to stop the possibility of Cam Akers going right through there for a touchdown. And he has to maneuver his way through traffic right here. You're creating a lot of problems in the second level of this defense. They actually do a really good job of getting around each other, and Drew Tranquill is in perfect position to get a stop right here. Watch what Cam Akers does, though. Little shoulder fake, completely freezes the linebacker in the gap, chooses the B gap instead right here, and then right there, he gets contact. And then you talk about those yards after contact again. You run strong. That's a big difference right here. Instead of getting tackled in the gap right there with like a maybe 1 yard gain, you're getting about right here. You're getting like 5 or 6 yards on this one. Cam Akers does a nice job of picking up what I call hidden yardage on this play. You're going to see tight end Bryson Hopkins is going to block Khalil Mack, but Khalil does a pretty good job of setting this edge right here, forcing Cam Akers to go to this inside. And look, where is he going to go on this play? He can't go anywhere here. He doesn't have like any space at all. Tyler Higbee is doing as good of a job as he can, pushing that defensive lineman out of the way. And then he just, gets out of there. And then again, you talk about those yards after contact. You fall forward, you get that hidden yardage. That's like a 5 or 6 yard gain instead of getting tackled at the line of scrimmage. So far in this video, we've seen some pretty good blocking for Cam Akers, but tight end Bryson Hopkins is going to get absolutely worked by Chris Rumph, the outside linebacker right here. So now look, it's a one-on-one with Cam Akers. Immediately, as you can see, he's already doing it. He gets the ball, takes one step, sets his feet right here, plants, and then hops to the side, stiff arm to the face, gets away from him. Now he has a linebacker and a cornerback in his face. This is still behind the line of scrimmage, and watch how he gets out of it. Boom, stop and step, and then you stiff arm a defensive lineman to the freaking ground. And you have 2 defensive backs now on you as you are backpedaling for more yardage. This is a great running back play. Again, it's a big difference between getting those 10 yards and getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Cam Akers is a well-rounded running back. Check this out. Safety blitz, Nasir Adderley coming off the bottom of the line of scrimmage, and Cam Akers sees him immediately, diagnoses it. Watch what he does. He starts the block right here in the middle of the field in between both hashes and just works his way all the way over, slams him down almost at the numbers. He just completely threw him across the field. And look at him standing up over him, looking down at the safety. You do not want to blitz as a safety when Cam Akers is in the backfield. So it looks like both of these Chargers linebackers, Kenneth Murray and Drew Tranquill, know that a run is coming, but they still can't stop it because you got Cam Akers in the backfield, and Baker Mayfield hands this ball off. As soon as he does, look, Kenneth Murray coming in on this side, and then you have Drew Tranquill going to be coming in right here. Cam Akers one-on-one with Drew Tranquill. Watch what he does. Again, he sets his feet right here, bounces away from him, and now he gets up the field. This is all extra yardage on this play if Khalil Mack was blocked for even half a second, because now I'm going to rewind it so you can see what's going on this other side of the field. Tyler Higbee blocking Khalil Mack. Khalil does a nice job of just tugging him away and then swiping those arms and gets the tackle on Cam Akers right there. If he is blocked for even just a half second more and he can't make this tackle, Cam Akers is going across the field and getting a ton more yardage. And this is the safety on this play. So there is no one on this side of the field. That could have been a huge play for a touchdown. So that's the film, man. A lot to like from Cam Akers. Really underrated running back in the NFL right now. And Rams fans, let me know. Are you still on that Josh Jacobs train for next season? Keep in mind, you're going to have to pay him a ton of money. Or are you still wanting a guy in the second round of the draft like Zach Charbonnet, maybe even Bijan Robinson if he falls that far? Or are you okay with Cam Akers? Because he's still a young running back. He's still getting better. He looks so good already. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Rams LAFB YouTube channel, and I will see you guys next time.